The Premier has come out in defence of the police involved in the weekend shooting of 2 teenagers in King's Cross. But Barry O'Farrell and his police minister wouldn't comment on the actions of police after the shots were fired.
Tensions were running high at Parliament House this afternoon as people vented their anger at the way police arrested the 14-year-old and 17-year-old teenagers involved.
Nobody condones any type of crime, but you do not fight fire with fire like he did. And he lost control. His emotions got carried away with him, and that was just violence on his part. And I think he tried to kill him. I think he actually tried to kill that kid.
Debate about the shooting and the arrest has been raging for 3 days without any input from the government. Today, the Premier came out strongly in defence of the police.
Let's not attack the police for doing their job in trying to prevent people being injured or killed by a car that deliberately decides to leave a roadway and enter a footpath.
Cops had seconds to make a decision, but now we want to look at life as if it's slow motion.
And while the police are doing their best to diffuse tensions with the local Indigenous community, the Premier was clear about where the blame lies.
I, as a parent, know where my 14-year-old is. Before we seek to blame police, we'll look at ourselves.
And that's a concern shared by the opposition.
The big question is, how is it that those boys were in that car at 4 a.m. in King's Cross?
King's Cross is part of Malcolm Turnbull's electorate. He's described the area as a war zone at night time and thinks the state government needs to do more to control crime and excessive drinking. The Lord Mayor says there's about 20,000 people on the streets of the Cross in the early hours of Saturday and Sunday morning.
I just think that we're asking our police up there to do an impossible job, and I think that the incident that occurred could happen at any time.
Clover Moore says more police and better transport in the Cross would be a good start. Eliza Blue, ABC News.